Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Now the news updates. Ekpa writes ECOWAS court over indefinite adjournment of suit filed by northern groups to seek referendum for Biafra. Of course, you will recall that northern groups have written to the regional court seeking the cessation of Biafra. They want Biafra to go. That's what the northern groups are saying. They said the referendum have to be conducted so that the people of the eastern region can decide whether they want to stay in Nigeria. They are fed up with whatever thing that the Easterners are doing in Nigeria. They want them to go out of Nigeria or to go their separate ways. So the court should do the needful. But the court has been foot dragging. So the Simon Ekpa, who is the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, has written to ECOWAS court. Say, look, you have to expedite action on this suit. Now, the letter was signed by him. Yes, the letter was signed by Simon Ekpa himself in his capacity as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And the letter was dated May 8, 2023, and it was addressed to the Community Court of Justice, ECOWAS Court. According to Simon Ekpa, he asked the court to review the current status of the case. He noted that the continued prolongation of the case is jeopardizing the interests of Biafra and the Igbo people living in Nigeria. The letter reads, I quote, "We write to remind you of the lawsuit at the ECOWAS court sitting in Abuja by the coalition of northern groups and other ethnic nationalities seeking a referendum towards a peaceful exit of Biafra and other indigenous groups from Nigeria. The lawsuit was adjourned to 28 October 2022 by Justice Inyan Ekwo. The African Charter on Human and People's Rights states that every citizen in any African country has the right to say that he or she is no longer interested in remaining in that country. Hence, we want to know the status of this case and when the ECOWAS court intends to hear this suit, as Biafran people cannot wait indefinitely. Biafrans of the old eastern region of Nigeria are living under existential threat in one Nigeria. So we Biafrans demand a referendum for a peaceful exit from Nigeria. Biafrans are estimated at over 75 million people, some living in Nigeria and others dispersed all over the world. Biafra existed as an independent nation from 1966 to 1970, when Nigeria and its allies fought Biafra and annexed Biafra into Nigeria in 1970. Biafra land is so richly blessed with human and material resources. 95% of the oil and other mineral resources that fuel Nigeria's economy today comes from Biafra land. As a result of the gross injustice, human rights abuses, tribal supremacy, fanaticism, ethnocentrism, and class bigotry, the indigenous people of Biafra are determined to exit Nigeria. The indigenous people of Biafra are demanding a referendum to exercise their right to self-determination and restore the sovereign state of Biafra through peaceful means. Biafrans have been continuously and systematically killed in Nigeria. In 2016, more than 160 Biafra youths were shot down in cold blood at Ongwa High School, Aba. The army declared Operation Python Dance 1 and 2, in which they invaded the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, killing over 50 Biafran youths. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped assassination by the Whiskers. The army went to Ozowan in Enugu State, where they massacred over 100 Biafran youths and did the same at Ehamofu, Izombe, and Aguleri. Just before the general elections in Nigeria, about 40 people were shot in cold blood in Aba, Abia State, when some unarmed youths marched to the streets demanding the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who the Nigerian government is holding captive, even though the courts discharged him of any wrongdoing. The soldiers also wounded hundreds of other innocent people. On 1st January 2023, The military laid siege on the town of Okigwe in Imo State and burned down the town. Furthermore, after the presidential election in March of 2023, the military and political talks burned down businesses of Biafrans in Lagos, Maiduguri, Abuja, Kaduna, and Kano. Without justification, these atrocities are systematic, not isolated incidents. To ease off these hostilities before it degenerates into another full-blown war, we call on your court to revisit the referendum suit immediately and grant the indigenous people of Biafra, who wish to exit Nigeria, especially Biafrans, the freedom to exit peacefully. End of quote. So, this is what the Biafran Prime Minister or Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile is saying. That's Simon Ekpa telling the court why they should expedite action. Why they should expedite action. The reasons he outlined is so, genuine and cogent, and that's that Nigeria, the Biafrans or Eastern region people, they are trapped in Nigeria. They are facing existential threats, and so this suit has been there. It has been lying dormant, like I've said before. So the northern groups have approached the court saying the court should allow the people of the zone, that's the eastern region, to leave Nigeria or to secede from Nigeria or to go their separate ways. That is what the people are saying. They say they are fed up with the Biafrans and the actions and the activities. And we think that the court shouldn't allow this to be delayed to this point. They have to expedite action. Yes. So what Ekpa is doing is a step in the right direction, and we commend him for that. And we are joining our voice to call on the court, the regional court, to do the needful, to speed up this case or the suit, and that is to call for referendum, like the people have demanded. They cannot decline this. It is the northerners that said, let the referendum be conducted. Let's know people who want to leave the contraption. And so it is incumbent on the regional court, that's ECOWAS court, to do this now. And if they do it, they will avoid deaths, they will avoid genocide, they will avoid the friction, they will avoid the threats coming against the people of the eastern region. Yes, if they feel that they have the human compassion, they feel that they are, they have the capacity and the personal intuition for preserving lives, to save lives, to know that life is sacrosanct, and to protect the dignity of man, they have to call for this referendum. They have to approve it, as the northern groups have been demanding for it. Yes, that is what we are telling the ECOWAS courts now. We join our voices with Simon Ekpa in this